But when you go to all these cities, you go to see the stadiums and you see so many people wearing Clark jerseys or shirts and stuff. What's that feel like to you? And kind of just, how's that like?
Yeah, I think it's fun for myself. A lot of, I don't know if they've gone, but I think a lot of these cities that we're still going to now is like kind of my second time. So kind of know what to expect, kind of know what the venue's like. But the crowds, like that's never something that gets old or something that you get used to. Like it's super fun for myself. And every place is still really different and unique in their own way. Obviously, we're just in Minnesota and now we're here in Atlanta and it's just as the arenas are different. I felt that like the last time we were here, there was like a lot of just basketball fans, like a lot of people that really appreciated the game and understand the game and wanted to support the game of basketball, especially women's basketball. So I expect the same. And for myself, like it's really fun getting to see young kids in your jersey or, whoever it is and, trying to take some time to interact with them.
Caitlin, you've hit some recent milestones and you entered the night with 81 made three-pointers, which trails the Dreams' Ryan Howard, who had 85 in 2022 for most made three-pointers by a rookie. What's your perspective when you hit these milestones and that you could hit another one here tonight in Atlanta against the Dream, against Ryan Howard?
Yeah, I mean, usually not something you're really aware of until it happens, I guess. And obviously, Ryan had a really good rookie season, and she was somebody I played with when I was in high school, and she was in college on Team USA on our U19 team. So, I know her pretty well and how talented she is. So it's definitely really cool. But I think it just comes with playing the game the right way. Especially playing offense the right way. I think our offenses continue to start to flow a little bit more. Has opened up some looks for myself along with my teammates. So just continuing to do that, I think is going to be really important for this group.
Caitlin, Coach Sides has done a lot to bring the team together. Like I've seen you play baseball and all kind of different initiatives to kind of bring the team together. Have you seen those things translate on the court?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not going to really translate anything skill wise, but I think having good relationships with your teammates is super important. I think sometimes that can be hard to do at the pro level. It's something that's very kind of easy in college. That's who you're kind of stuck with for 4 years. Obviously, things are a little different now with the transfer portal, but I think in the pro level, you don't always have one time to build those relationships. Like you're professionals, you're trying to go about your business and do all the right things. And I think it was a good break for us, obviously the Olympic break, having that time where we had most of our team together and being able to do some fun stuff away from basketball where the environment's loose and it's fun and you kind of get to know your teammates better and their personalities. And I think maybe it doesn't really need to be on a deep level, but those fun, whether it's, playing baseball or putt-putt or whatever it is, like those are fun activities that you get to share with your teammates and be competitive. And I think it definitely helps grow relationships from that standpoint.
Second row on the left.
Hey, Caitlin, you all haven't played the Dream since late June. What are some of the things that have been different that you've seen from the Dream since that last time?
Yeah, well, I think both teams are very different in the ways that they play. Obviously, the injuries that they had, I think they're starting two or three different people differently than what we played them when we played them in June. So you can go back and watch that film and watch some of what they did, but you try to watch more recently of what they've done. They're really good in transition. They have really good, ISO players that are really good one-on-one. So you're gonna have to be able to guard your man. But I think our team defense is gonna be very important. I think we're a step behind versus Minnesota. And that's not something we can do tonight is like, we really got to pull over in rotations and be there for our teammates because they have some very talented players on this team. But I think they're running some different sets as well too on the offensive end, and being much more intentional in that action. So just preparing for that too.
Hey, Linda, how do you describe where you are now as opposed to the start of your rookie season? You've had the break, you've had a couple of wins now after the break. How do you feel now as far as the mental and the physical aspects of getting the leadership and your legs and your mind together for this second half run?
Yeah, I'm just trying to take it game by game. I feel the best I've probably felt all year long from a comfortability standpoint, but also from just how my body feels and understanding the game and everything like that. I still feel like I'm learning every single day, and I still feel like there's just so many areas for me to continue to improve. And I think that's the most exciting part for myself, and I think also for our team. Like you still find areas where we kind of have a lapse, and that was the case for Minnesota, where I think Christie broke it down, and in about like 6 minutes of gameplay, we gave up like 30 some points. So it's like those little margins, you can't make those mistakes versus these teams. It really costs you. You can maybe give it up one time where they go on a little run, but you can't give up 2 or 3 runs. It's really hard to recover from that. So, I think just continuing to push myself and be a good leader and find my voice too. Obviously, that can be hard at times as a rookie and as a point guard, but that's something that's going to be very important for this team down the stretch. And, every single game is going to be very important for us. And, obviously this one's especially important.
Good. Last one on Zoom. Matt, want to go ahead?
Yeah, hi Caitlin. Just to kind of follow up on the end of your last response, the Dream are only 2.5 games out behind you guys, so tonight's going to be important for playoff positioning. Has that been a message that you and your teammates have been kind of internalizing in the lead up to tonight?
I don't think that's not a conversation that we've honestly had. I think everybody's aware. It doesn't really need to be spoken. If you are following the league, it's very evident of what it is, and obviously the playoffs are where we want to be, and we know how close that race is going to be. So every single game is important, no matter who you're playing, whether people are have already clinched their playoff spot, whether they might not even make the playoffs. Every single game is going to be important for us down the stretch, and I think every person in our locker room knows that. But I think we're just trying to go one game at a time. Even if you lose this game, not all is lost. Obviously, we come into every game with a mentality to win, but this is a very tough league. We understand that and we know that. And I feel like we're playing good basketball right now. So just continuing to try to carry that through this.
Tonight or in the future? I'm just going to put the players out there on the floor that are being productive in the moment, and that changes night to night. The big goal is to win at the end of the night.
Obviously, Caitlin's presence here, allowing the Dream to break attendance records. As someone who used to be an assistant coach here, does it make it that much more special for you to kind of see that kind of impact here in Atlanta?
Yeah, my year in Atlanta was pretty awesome. We were packing the arena over there, which was incredible, and the environment was awesome. It was like a party every night. We had a game, which was awesome. But they put a good product on the floor, and that's why people are coming. I mean, they're doing a great job. Tanisha's doing a great job with her team.
Coach, you haven't seen the Dream since June, I think. End of June. What are some things, I guess, that has been different from them since the last time you've played them?
Yeah, I think one of the things is offensively, they're doing a few things differently. Really deliberate with their offense, really getting Ryan, now that she's back, a lot more touches, and Leash is just playing like she's capable of doing. They have a lot of threats out on the floor. And with Jordan Canada back now, she wasn't playing when we played them the last time. She makes it really difficult. She's a great point guard. So it's just I think both of us are different today than we were back in June.
But you said both teams are different since back in June. What do you think is the most different part of the Fever now?
I think just our chemistry on the court, the way we're able to read each other with the offense that we're running. There's a lot of freedom. We've got players that can just make plays, and I think that just took some time to get used to knowing each other and understanding where people would be. Setting a lot of ball screens and where people would move in those ball screens, and then also learning the defense as well, learning other teams, how people are going to guard us. I know my young team, they had to learn those things and know what those open opportunities would be.
Thank you.
Hi, Coach. Question for you. So what do you feel like you have to do really well tonight to walk away with the win?
I think we have to take care of the basketball. That's number one. Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and we have turnovers that are on us and not what the defense is making us do. We have to make sure we take care of the basketball. We've got to win our individual battles as well defensively. That's one thing that we really talk about is being able to win your battle, keep your man in front, and then be in our team defense, which is we're trying to be pulled over on that help side.
Coach, the Dream have come out 3 out of 4 wins after the break. What are some things you're going to be on alert for defensively from them in the fourth quarter, particularly?
I think they're going to look to put a lot of pressure on Caitlin early. I think they're going to get up in pressure. I think that's what Jordan Canada is able to do for them. I think Tanisha's going to change it up on me a lot. I think she's going to, have some different schemes defensively and how we come off ball screens, also how we come off pin downs. Those are things that we do a lot of, just like them. So just always trying to, it's a chess match as coaches, just trying to figure out what the other coach is thinking in certain moments.
What have you liked from Caitlin and from Kelsey the last couple of games? You guys won 2 out of the last 3, 90 points plus a couple of times. What have you liked offensively from those players?
Yeah, just dynamic. They're just the dynamic duo. They can do everything. Caitlin can she's a great playmaker as well, but she can put the ball in the hole. I mean, and she's not happy with how she's shooting it. But I mean, she's able to get to the rim. Kelsey just can get downhill, has crazy speed. But also they're Kelsey's shooting the ball extremely well. She's getting a lot of great open looks because of the attention that, other people are drawing on our team.
Coach, over the break, you did a lot of stuff to bring the team together, like playing baseball, just a lot of activities to bring to create that type of team chemistry. How have you seen that translate on the court?
I think for me, and just everybody kind of relaxed, and you were able to get to know each other, just, not on the basketball court. Personalities started to show. We have a lot of characters on our team. They're a lot of fun. And so when they started doing that and feeling more comfortable doing that, I think you see a lot more joy on the court as well during games because they're comfortable, having that fun with each other.